Oh, it's gonna be okay, buddy. Don't you worry. Oh, shush. Be quiet. He's sleeping. I'll tell you a bit more about the Bricker Builds Pikachu model. Just don't wake him up. My name is Brian Saviano here for Beyond the Brick, and I want to thank Bricker Builds for providing this Pikachu model so I could get a hands-on look and tell you everything that there is about it. If you go to brickerbuilds.com, you can see a variety of LEGO sculptures that they've managed to produce the instructions for, and you can also buy the pieces to some of those models as well. And they look incredibly awesome no matter which one you go with, but I'm going to be taking a look at the Pikachu model today. Coming in at 2,483 pieces, this Pikachu model is a life-size version of Pikachu made out of LEGO. Obviously, Pikachu isn't real, but if it were real, this is a size that it would be. And you can take a look at the model for yourself. It's going to take away any other attention from whatever you have in your LEGO collection because of just how incredibly massive and beautiful this thing is. And the process of following along the instructions was no different than you going with a traditional LEGO set. Very clear-cut, very easy to follow. That's how they actually build the master models that you see at LEGO conventions and whatnot. They're just building layer by layer by layer, and as you can see from a little bit of a time lapse, it builds up pretty quickly. It took me about 5 hours to build Pikachu, and he has like 2,400 pieces or so, and the overall stability of the model is all in Pikachu's 2 feet, which are not necessarily built the same way as the entire body. They're a bit more of a custom build compared to the rest, so they're actually really stable. And I don't know, it just really caught me off guard building this entire thing and seeing it come together to be life-size. I mean, it takes up this much space on my recording desk right here. And as I was building it, I was going into the middle a little bit because some pieces happen to fall through, and I'm reaching my entire forearm into Pikachu to get loose pieces inside of there. The scale of this is just, it's so hard to convey. As much as I can give you the dimensions of everything and show you what a minifigure in Mario looks like right next to it, it's really hard to imagine until you see it in person. It's massive, and it's really, really cool. Another great thing about the instructions themselves, and something that a lot of custom instruction makers miss, is the structural parts of the model. In here, they are lime green, and although you can use whatever you want to for your model, you can use pieces that you have for your own because they're not going to be seen on Pikachu. Obviously, he's yellow, and there's no lime green on there. But because lime green is relatively cheap and you don't have any extra parts, you want to just order new ones and make it super easy, that's a relatively cheap part compared to some other colors. And lime green and yellow are just close enough that if there does happen to be anything seen through the cracks of the yellow pieces from a very close-up angle, it's going to blend in a little bit better compared to if you had like a red interior or something like that. So you can save 10% at checkout if you want to get the instructions for Pikachu, Eevee, or any of the other Star Wars creations they have. It's all in a digital download file right to your inbox. You can re-download them at any time if you want to. They've done an excellent job with their website, and overall, I'm very happy to support them by making this video, building Pikachu, and showing it off to all of y'all. So give it a shot if you want to. If it's something you're interested in, I highly, highly recommend it. It is quite pricey to get the pieces no matter what you do because of just how many pieces are in it. But if you want a LEGO sculpture to put in your office or your living room that's just different from a LEGO play set, and you want it especially as a Pokemon, LEGO doesn't have the Pokemon license, and they're not going to get it for a very long time, if ever. So having this scale model Pikachu would be a great addition to any display that you have, especially if you're a massive Pokemon fan. I highly, highly recommend it. So if you're thinking about getting Pikachu or anything else, make sure you hit the link in the description, use code Beyond the Brick for a couple dollars off your order, and support Bricker Builds because they support Beyond the Brick, and I now have this Pikachu, which is really cool, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to review that for all of you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again when I talk about this little one over here, Eevee. Bye.